Questions?
What did you see on the tape reviewing it that maybe we didn't talk about right after Saturday's
Watch
game?
out.
Probably more of the same. Just guys competed really hard. We had some things that we did well, especially on offense during the game, and just the missed opportunities that showed up. And we went through why it didn't turn out the way we wanted it to turn out, and it wasn't for lack of effort and competitiveness. It just was a matter of execution and in a critical moment. So,
as you said Saturday night, the two-point conversion isn't what won or lost it. There are a ton of plays leading up to it. What kind of response have you gotten, good and bad, about the decision to go for two there?
In response from who?
I don't know. I got most of the emails from fans.
I'm sure we get a lot of emails.
And it went both ways, you know. It went both ways.
Yeah, I'm sure.
People had reached out to you.
Yeah, it's one of those things that there's a decision to be made. Certain, and I thought we had a good chance of making it. I thought it was the best chance for us to win, based on how that game was going. It doesn't mean every overtime situation is the same, because it's not. And so, there was a chance for us to win the game, and it felt like that was the time. And we didn't, we weren't able to execute that play, and they did, and you got to give them credit. But when those things come up, I mean, that's the nature of the beast. If it doesn't go your way, people are going to second guess it. And totally fine with that. But we were playing to win.
Any mentors or anybody reach out and tell you, hey, that was the right move?
Yeah, usually after you lose games, people don't. People don't really talk to you. So yeah, it's just part of it. Yeah. So totally comfortable with that. But again, same situation, same circumstances. The game's going the same way. We would do it again.
You guys converted on third down at a much better rate than you had previous weeks. So has anything changed, or are guys just developing more?
Yeah, I think it's a matter of execution. It's ability to stay balanced running and passing. It's getting more manageable third downs. It's all those things. So you mentioned it, the third downs on offense, one of the bright spots, but we converted much higher rate than we had been, so that was good to see.
Didn't seem like the right time after Saturday to ask about it, but or what we call the Statue of Liberty play was a cool deal. What do you guys call that? Give me some of the background.
Statue.
On that. Yeah, you do call it statue. Okay.
Yeah, it's just it's really the look that the defense is giving you and the coverage that they were playing down there. So it was just in terms of getting some good numbers in a run game on a down and distance in the right area on the field. And so really great job by our offensive staff putting that together, and then the guys executed it. And Pat made a really nice cut, because they had a little game going up front, made a nice cut and ran it in.
For Pat to be out a week and then be uncertain until game time for him to do what he did, how big is that for you guys and him going forward?
Yeah, it's great having him back. Obviously, he ran really well. Pat's kind of done it all year, and he probably played his best game. And again, but a lot of guys did some good things, especially, like I said, on offense, blocking and the tight ends and fullbacks and the receivers down the field. So it's a team effort. But again, we win and lose as a team, and we didn't make enough plays in any phase to win that game, and that's unfortunate. So there's really no silver lining.
You had Cameron Bennett slide over to left tackle because the other Pat McCary was out. How did Cam handle that situation?
Yeah, we needed him to do it. It was not ideal losing the left tackle, losing Patrick, but that happened, and so Cam stepped out there and competed like crazy, and had things he has to clean up from the game, but really appreciate him going out and competing like he did.
How much of a difference is there between the two positions, just left guard?
Yeah, significant. I mean, significant. Yeah, you're exposed at the tackle position, some of the looks you're getting, some of the blocks you're making, so there's a difference. Yeah.
Might you get Pat back this week, or do you know?
Yeah, we're hopeful. Yep, we're hopeful. We'll know more later in the week.
How about any other guys coming back?
Yeah, nobody that we can announce yet. Yeah, nothing to announce today in terms of the injuries.
It seemed like from up top that Ross was reaching for snaps quite a bit. Was there something going on with the?
Yeah, we had a handful of poor snaps, and Addison's done a great job this year, but we got to get that cleaned up, because it takes the timing off even the run game, run and pass game, and so again, just another thing that we can clean up and continue to play better, because that's what it's going to take for us.
You guys had really started to limit the explosive plays on defense. Was it just the dynamic quarterback they had, or were there some mistakes that were going on?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, obviously they're a very good team. You're playing wishbone offense, and you're also, you know, you got to cover the receivers. They got some talented guys. You know, the first half especially, we didn't have very good leverage on the long quarterback scramble. I mean, we lost our edges of the defense, didn't keep the ball in the chute, and then he ran away from everybody. And so that was an issue. We had a couple missed run fits in the game that really hurt us. And then obviously the corner post they hit us on, can't have that. I mean, they had 7 explosive plays and we had 1. And you know, they took the ball away 2 times, we took it away once. So over the course of the game, it's tough to win that. And so there's a combination of, you know, fundamentals and technique and execution of the play, and we got to coach it better, and then we got to go out and execute it better.
Ross was looking really good on those empty sets, and he got hit on going to them in big downs. Is that something you feel he's gotten better at, and it's going to be a bigger part of the game plan going forward?
We'll always have some of it. It just kind of depends on the given week on what the defense is doing. You know, what do they do to empty? What are their base coverages? Kind of what are our matchups? So it really depends. You know, week to week. There's certain weeks that it'll look really good and we'll use more of it, and other weeks that we'll still have it, but maybe not as much.
Showed a lot of confidence in Matt hitting the game-tying field goal there. How nice is it to have a kicker like that you have that kind of confidence in?
Yeah, trust Matt, and I think he's a heck of a kicker. And that was a unique situation because it's a 4th and 4-ish, you know, kind of that 4th and 4, 4th and 5. And we had a play called, and then we were going to go based off the look, and they gave us a look that we didn't like. So we called the timeout and felt good about Matt kicking it. But that was a unique scenario there, and but I had total confidence in Matt making it, and everybody else did too, and he did. He came through in the clutch.
Do you guys talk pregame about how he feels about distance, or is that at that moment can you hit this from 50?
Really, we talk each pregame, and it's basically where's your 80%? I'm going to hit 75 to 80% of these, and then what's the if it's the last kick of the game, how far can you kick it? So those are the 2 that we talk about. And he was right at 52, and he's going to make most of those, and he's done it in his career, and it was great to get him out there, and he was all pumped up for it. So we all felt good about it.
He's coming up here, and could happen this week that he'll become the school's all-time leading scorer. Does that mean something to this group to kind of be part of what he's done there?
Yeah, absolutely. I think anytime a guy sets a record like that or has the opportunity, everybody wants to make it happen for him. And he's obviously played a lot of football here and been very successful. And he's a big part of our team, and we're glad to have him and want to make that happen for him.
A lot of times specialists can kind of be off on their own, but at least the sense I get is that he's part of this team. They respect him as a football player.
They do, and you notice it in the locker room, you notice it in the meeting rooms. But you're right, because sometimes the specialists tend to, they do their part of practice, and you kick a certain amount, but you can't kick the whole practice. And then, I don't think you guys want to know exactly what they do the rest of the time, but. He's a competitive guy, he's a tough guy, and I know that the team appreciates him.
You're seeing another quality running back this week. How does he compare to some of the ones you've seen so far?
Yes, he's another good one. He breaks tackles, he's kind of a one-cut runner. He gets downhill in a hurry, runs behind his pads. They do a really good job on offense. They're very multiple. A lot of different run schemes, Again, quarterback will run the ball as well, so they're dynamic on offense. It'll be a great challenge for us. We're going to have to play really well.
Sounds like they may be having a quarterback competition there. Does that change anything you guys do for preparation?
Not necessarily. Both guys kind of have similar traits, and so I wouldn't foresee the offense changing a great deal. You never really know going in. They might run triple option next week, but they've done a great job on offense, and they'll utilize the player, whoever they got lined up back there, and so both guys are talented.
Cal hasn't won a road conference game in quite a while. You guys came in and looked great at North Carolina. Tough conditions, early game. Do you change anything in travel and that kind of preparation and what you guys are doing when you brought your staff in?
No, not necessarily. We have kind of a schedule that we stick to, and you go from the game time and really just count back. So we'll do the same thing and really focusing on the things we can control, and that's how we prepare, the meetings, the practice, leading up to the game, how we prepare our bodies and our minds to get ready for the game, because at the end of it, it's the dimensions of the field are the same and the rules are the same, so no matter where you play, and I know going on the road's tough and they'll have a great environment, but we got to control what we can control.
You got a lot of experience all over this conference. Is there something specific about this conference that makes road games so tough? I mean,
the teams, the coaches, the teams and the coaches, and it's a great conference, and the venues are really really unique, and but I think it's the players on the field and the coaches and the programs that are really behind the whole thing.
Okay.